So today I am in Sabre Springs. It's about 95 degrees outside, and I'm going to go check out the Florence in Sabre Springs and meet one of the owners and see what this restaurant's all about. So let's go take a look.
So we open April 1st, and we do breakfast, lunch, dinner, and brunch on the weekends.
Okay.
And this is the first event where we've done this live music outside. So we're kicking off our summer series kind of as the weather is beautiful all year round, but we'll do the last Sunday of every month. So this one is called the Ohana Fest.
Okay.
So our core value of our company is Ohana, which is the family.
Right.
And we're in a beautiful neighborhood, so we want to embrace that. So this is Hawaiian style. We got a ukulele and group performing. We're doing roasted pigs, Kahlua style,
nice.
Plate lunch, and then it's a family-friendly event, so we're expecting about 65 kids here and about 300 adults. Next month we're doing Octoberfest, so we'll have more of a polka style and German band. We'll all wear lederhosen.
Nice.
We'll make our house brats and schnitzel. So we draw an interesting inspiration. So the name the Florence restaurant comes from the woman that owned all this land back in the 1800s. Her name was Florence Chadwick. And so we have this nostalgic 1950s menu, but we also took some of her stories from, she traveled through Saudi Arabia and Turkey. She spent time in the English Channel where she set a lot of world records, the Pacific Coast. So we kind of drew a little dish from each one. And some of her travels brought her into the Middle East. And so one of the most popular dishes for brunch is the Moroccan baked eggs.
Oh, wow.
So it's braised lamb, chickpeas, and a red kind of rich sauce, tomato based. And then eggs are set into that and baked off. And that's something that's you wouldn't expect to see here, So that's one of the probably the most popular. And when we throw a wedding, we can host weddings up to 500. You can set up your tables here in the middle. You can have your food going on in our boathouse area. And then you can still have games and live music available inside the bocce ball court area as well. We drew a little kind of fun, quirky things around Florence Chadwick's past. So we wanted to have some nautical elements that happen. So in the fire pit area, you'll see those are actually swim lanes from the lanes of a swimming pool. And then this whole structure was created of steel to resemble an old like 1950s boathouse that you might drag your boats in from the water. Bring that nostalgic feel back into some of the games. So we put in a regulation bocce ball court here. So we build a tournament here. It's kicking off next month every Wednesday. So it'll be a little competitive environment here. This area, 2 fire pits. Don't need them today, but as the winter comes along, they're really great. They just turn on by themselves, and this becomes a really beautiful lounge to kind of hang out in. You can come on in. I'll show you the inside. Glass coffee roasted, cold brew, espresso, everything you can imagine. Then we have our main dining room for brunch. So some of the elements we also tried to embrace too was a little bit of where Florence was and what she would not have been smelling or seeing during the 50s. So in this lounge area here, we've built all this furniture to resemble pallets that you might find stacked up on a shore. And then you can see over the top there is what resembles kind of like mooring balls, basically. These 2 walls are kind of like the memorabilia area. So a lot of this trophies were donated by the family along that ledge. And we have some of the old photos that used to be hanging inside of her restaurant in the early 1900s. We also have a master sommelier that's on staff too, so we have a pretty rich wine list and all fresh juices for our cocktail program. Worth mentioning is the swimsuit she wore when she set the world record in 1953 across the English Channel. That's the actual suit.